everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry I haven't been on late. Excuse me, on lately. I've just been. I've been in a funk, I guess. So anyway, today I want to talk about the difference between heirloom seeds, hybrid seeds, and GMO seeds. Okay. People did not inform themselves about the difference between these two, so they really don't know what they're talking about. Now, let's go over an heirloom seed, okay, is you take the seed, you plant the seed, you're going to get the same plant that as the parent. The only thing different is that it will evolve into, it'll adapt to the area where it's being planted. So like over the years, if you're getting, if you live in a northern climate but your seed is from the south, it might, it'll be the same plant, but it'll adapt to your climate naturally, without the help of humans. The thing is, you can save your seed, and you will get that plant, that same, say, zucchini, then the following year, it'll be the same plant. Now, a hybrid is a crossbreed between two different plants. So it's either open pollinated. Sorry, my lamp broke, so my lighting, I have to try to figure out how to keep my light ring up. I don't know if you can see the difference. Anyway, a hybrid is a cross between two plants. So say you take a cocozile zucchini and you cross it with a black beauty zucchini, you get a different plant. The thing is, you can't save the seed. You can save the seed, but there's no guarantee that, I don't even know if that's spelled right. There's no guarantee that you're going to get the same plant that you planted. It might be either or of the parent plant. Now, a GMO seed is genetically modified in a lab where they cross the DNA between a plant and, let's say, BT for corn, because that's what they use for the corn. It's a bacteria. They splice the DNA with the DNA of the corn with the bacteria, so it prevents the corn worm or whatever the heck it's called. Who cares, right? That's just one reference. I don't know what else they're using in other seeds. But here's the thing, okay? It's not natural. It's man-made in a lab that also makes insecticides, okay? Insecticides like Roundup that have been known to cause cancer. The big difference between these two, a lot of people don't understand that. They think, it's just a new hybrid. It's a new word for hybrid. No, it's not. It is far from it. Man-made, nature-made, two different plants, man-made plant and something else. Okay? The genes are changed. The DNA is changed. Now, also with GMO seeds, they can cross-pollinate into your land, and then Monsanto can sue you, even though you didn't plant their seeds. But their pollen crossed over in the air, which is the biggest problem that I have with the president whose term was 2008 to 2016. Yeah, he made that possible. He screwed our farmers. Once a farmer uses GMO seeds, they cannot save those seeds for next year. They have to discard whatever is left over and buy more from Monsanto, who makes Roundup, who also joined forces with Bayer, the company that cures cancer. not that it cures it, prolongs the death. Maybe it cures it. I don't know. But you see the money chain there? You see the money chain there? And I could just imagine how much he got from that. Anyway, I don't want to get into politics because that's one man that really makes me angry. So yeah, this and this are not the same thing. Far from the same thing. If that were the fact, okay, why on earth would they have to be labeled like that? Contains bioengineered food ingredients. You see that? Can you all read that? People really need to read their labels because on the front of the package, hey, all looks great. And I don't have a problem with this company. I really don't. I like the product. I've been eating it until I read the back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying this stuff anymore. But look how good it looks, right? And then you flip over, and you see that. That is not good. Now, you know what's odd? And I'm not saying this lightly either. I find it awful odd that suddenly there is so much gluten intolerance. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, in my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. GMO wheat. Plain and simple, GMO wheat. I went to Aldi's the other day, and look what I found. Non-GMO shredded wheat. Look at that. If this were a safe product, right? If that was safe, why would they label it this way? Why would they? They wouldn't. Think before you speak. Read your labels as well, because man, I tell you. Okay, so if this says it's distributed by Aldi in Illinois, so it doesn't say it was grown here. I'm hoping it was grown here, but you know, I can only look at so many things. But yeah, that's another big issue for me too. But this is just whole grain wheat, freshness preserved with vitamin E mixed tocopherols. Okay. Now let's see the differences between this is Aldi brand. This is Kellogg's. Aldi says whole grain wheat, sugar, then gelatin. This one says contains 2% or less of brown rice syrup, then gelatin. BHT for freshness. Aldi says freshness preserved with vitamin E. I don't know what BHT is. I don't think I want to know. Product of Canada. Wasn't Kellogg's an American company? Yeah. It's another thing that man did that I don't like. Okay. He will be forever referred to, that man, and his buddy that's in office now will be forever referred to as his buddy. Oh. Sorry. I don't want to make this political. I'm trying not to. Okay, so read your labels, because one is packed with stuff that who knows what BHT is. I really don't know. But the difference, though, the main difference is now, and I think organic technically cannot be a GMO product because it would have something in it that is not organic, I think. Do not quote me. Okay. This is the organic one. Organic tomato puree. So I'm going to get into what is grown, GMO grown. Okay. Two, both great value. One is organic, one is the regular 88-cent one or whatever it is. And look at the difference in the sodium too. Not a big difference, but okay. Organic tomato puree. Water, organic tomato paste, water, tomato paste. That's how it's made. Organic diced tomatoes and tomato juice. organic diced tomatoes, organic tomatoes, organic tomato juice, organic roasted garlic puree, vegetable oil, which is cottonseed and or canola oil and or soybean oil. We'll get into that in a minute. Salt, organic soybean oil. Wow, organic soybean oil. That's pretty good. Organic cane sugar. Contains less than 1% of sugar, salt, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated parsley spices. That's this one. Basil spice, citric acid, natural flavor. Organic dried garlic, organic garlic powder, organic dried basil, organic roasted garlic flavor, organic dried oregano. So, to be labeled organic, everything has to be organic. Now, let's get into the GMO aspect of this, okay? Pretty much 99%, I think it is, of soy is GMO. So this is GMO. I believe it cannot be labeled organic if it is GMO. Okay? That's 99% of the soy. Most of the wheat grown here is GMO. Most of the corn grown here is GMO. Sugar. They switched from cane sugar to beet sugar. Most of the beets grown here are GMO. I always read the label on my sugar. I make sure it says, or if I can't get organic, I make sure it says cane sugar. Okay? Beet sugar is GMO. Cane sugar is not. Now, think about all the products that have corn in them, like milk from corn-fed cows, meat from corn-fed animals, tofu, which is soy. You cannot get me to eat soy. No way. No way possible. Not gonna happen. And the sad thing is, I do like tofu. And, but yeah, no. Not gonna do it. So, this will probably sit on the shelf for a good long time. Probably more because of the sodium. Well, not really, because of everything in it, but 88 cents, and I think this was $1.78. Honestly, I'd rather pay that $1 extra to get safe ingredients. Understand safe? Now, let's get back to GMO seeds are created in a lab that creates Roundup that causes cancer. Okay? Now, in order to be gluten-free, it cannot be grown around wheat products because wheat contains gluten. Okay? So, this is going back to the gluten intolerance. Why, all of a sudden, is gluten intolerance such a big thing? Okay, so if things to be gluten-free cannot be grown in a company, in a plant that produces wheat products, because it's in the air, what makes you think can happen to genetically modified seeds that are created in a company, in a plant that makes insecticides, are going to be safe? It's in the air, right? It's in the air, in the company that makes them. People don't understand that. Also, people don't understand there's a big difference between these two. This is nature. This is not. And this is not good. So, there's a big, major uptick in cancer, right? I can't imagine why. Big uptick in gluten intolerance. I can't imagine why. Big uptick in lactose intolerance. I can't imagine why. Understand? I need a sip of my coffee. People don't understand it. Here's the thing. They didn't bother to educate themselves either. Me, I took the time out and I said, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. That's screwing our farmers in a big way. Because this crap can cross over and cross-pollinate their plants. And now, Monsanto can sue the farmers, even though they didn't grow this crap. Okay? Yeah, quite a few things happened in that 8-year period that screwed our farmers. Our meat was made able to be sent overseas to be processed, to be sent back, which who knows if we're actually getting what we sent over back. Why on earth are peaches grown in China and sent here? Why? And here's the other thing. You want to talk about the effects of all this? Growing in other countries and then sent here when we can be growing it ourselves? How much fuel does it cost to ship all this stuff over here? You know, everybody's concerned about the environment. Well, hello. Look at all the fuel it's costing to ship it when we can grow it ourselves. Hello. We could process it ourselves. It's going to cause... It will use create less pollution to make this stuff ourselves than it does to all the fuel and the fuel that's leaked into the ocean by all the shipping that's going on. I don't know. I didn't want this to turn into political. This is my second time making this video, and it's really, it's about this. It's to educate people between the difference between these two, because there's a major difference, and don't let anybody else tell you anything different. Look it up. Look it up. This is natural. This you can do. It's what I do with my Christmas cactus, or Thanksgiving cactus, technically. I cross-pollinate them to see if I can come up with a hybrid color. But I'm not using any chemicals. I'm just taking a paintbrush and I'm taking the pollen from one flower and putting it on the other flower. That's what a hybrid is. What a GMO is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. This is done in a lab. Okay? And it's spliced with different... Its DNA is changed. It's not the same plant any longer. It's not even a plant anymore. Well, it is, technically, but it's got other stuff in it. So, you know... Yeah. So anything grown with corn, pretty much, unless it says it's non-GMO. Anything that has sugar or corn syrup, think about all the things that corn is in. Cornmeal, cornbread, meat, milk, corn syrup, oil. It's going to be in your meat, because if it's fed corn, it's going to be in your meat. You know, your body processes what it eats and gets distributed. So... Now, grass-fed meat is very expensive. I try to buy it, but I can't. Most of the time, I can't. So I'm stuck with the meat. There's no way around it for me. But for me, I don't have to buy this and eat this crap. I really don't. I really don't. And I am going to be like scrutinizing every label these days because I could not believe that the peaches. I can understand pineapples being grown in, a tropical climate like Indonesia. I think the pineapples are from. I can understand that. Although we can grow them in Hawaii. Okay? We can grow them in our own country. Just saying. As a matter of fact, I think they used to be grown in Hawaii. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was before probably Dole moved out of the country because of taxes. Let's go back to 2008. No, let's not. Let's keep this non-political. Okay, there's no reason, no. There's really no reason. And it's making the climate worse with all this shipping that's going on than it being manufactured here. People they want to down the United States for for the pollution. China's the biggest polluters in the world. China is the biggest polluters in the world. Yet, there's no restrictions put on them. You tell me why. You come up with an answer and you tell me why. Because I can't figure that out. So not only that, China's producing 100 times more pollution than America is. And their products are now being shipped here, which is causing more pollution. Anybody paying attention? Anywhere, or is it just me? Like, I know there's more people out there that are paying attention. I know there are. But the big difference... Okay, here's the thing. I get it. That, yeah, this is a whole lot cheaper, so I could get 2 of these for the price of this. I get it. But what the heck is in it? Quality over quantity. Understand? Actually, this will probably be put on the back. Now, see? May contain traces of milk, eggs, wheat, and soy because it's made in the same plant. So whatever's made in the same plant with... Whatever's made in the same plant with Roundup has Roundup in it. Has to be certified. Organic has to be certified. So... This will probably sit there too because the sodium have to be really good that day to eat that. But anyway. Yeah. Be careful what you're eating. Be careful who you're believing. And do your own research. Do your own research. Don't just say, well, some guy on the internet said this is the same as that. It's not. It's not. It's far from it. 2 different things. Different things. So, and I think a lot of doctors would agree with that. They're seeing a lot. And what is this on my hands? I never had this. This is like... I've had this for like 6 years now. So what is it? I never had it. I think this stuff is causing super bugs, super germs. And... Alright. Now, I understand that there's floods going on everywhere, and there's all this and everything and all that, and everybody's going to panic, and COVID and this and that and every other thing, which, by the way, was from China, from a lab. And they're worried about having food and stuff. Maybe people should start thinking, maybe it's time for us to produce our own stuff again. That way we know what's going into it. Less pollution in the air from China. Less pollution in the waters from it being shipped from China. Anyway. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world, and probably this is the wrong time to do this. I probably should have done this in the spring because that's when it would have been good. But no, for next year, try to get these. Try to get them now if you can. Or like in the fall. In the fall, there should be an overabundance of them. And they're good for next year. I've had seeds for years that still grew, but I'm just saying, you can save your seeds from these and get the same plant. And honestly, my favorite zucchini is the Cocozil zucchini. I think that's probably why I brought it up. But yeah, there's a big difference, people. Big, big, big difference. Try to avoid this stuff if you can. It wouldn't be, here's the thing, it wouldn't have to be labeled this way if there wasn't something wrong with it. Understand that? It wouldn't have to be labeled that way. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. Stay safe out there. And as far as preppers go, yeah, continue to prep, but be smart about it if you can. Yeah, I understand you can get 2 of these for the price of 1 of those, but this is going to matter in the long run. This is going to matter. You know, and like I said, this looks great over here. None of that. But again, it wouldn't have to be labeled that way if there wasn't a problem. I'm going to end this video now. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a great day. I will talk to y'all soon. I'm going to be back with a bracelet. So this is just a brief interlude. Interruption. A brief interruption of our regularly scheduled program. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.